And today we are also going to look at an asura, yeah, called Kalanemi, the rise and fall of Kalanemi, and a lesson that we can learn, or today's leaders can, is choosing something. What is he choosing? He is using that knowledge, yeah, instead of using it for welfare, creation, for some good that he chose to serve adharma, which is that forces of ego, greed, and this. He returns. So the belief is that he is reborn as Ravana in the Ramayana, yeah, and he again does the same thing, giving the powers. He has done so much of austerities and prayers and whatnot to Lord Shiva that Lord Shiva was totally impressed with him. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram, Om Shri Matre Namaha. Welcome back to the Clay Studios oil painting vlog number 66 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is the painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography to paint the 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. As the painting is coming along, I'm also trying to understand the deeper meanings lying under these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am learning as an amateur, I'm also sharing with you via these weekly vlogs. In a typical vlog, you can expect that I'm covering 10 names and the meanings, and alongside we take a tangential perspective, drifting away into Sanatana Dharma storylines. So we have already covered 640 names in the previous vlog so far. So in case if you haven't looked at the previous ones, please do so and come back to this one, because though I'm covering 10 names in each of the vlogs, you will see me constantly referring back and forth to these vlogs that I had already done, just because of the interconnection of the names. And the more deeper you understand contrasting elements of storylines within Sanatana Dharma, also you might find it not just interesting but also useful for your personal or professional growth as well. So with that, let's look at the plan for today. 641st name through 650th name is what we are going to see today. And today we are also going to look at an asura, yeah, called Kalanemi, the rise and fall of Kalanemi, and a lesson that we can learn, or today's leaders can learn from that. Without much ado, let's get on with the names and the meanings first. 641st name is Om Amita Vikramaya Namaha, refers to one of unlimited powers, or one whose powers cannot be obstructed by anyone. 642nd name is Om Kālanemi Namaha. Yes, the slayer of the demon called Kalanemi, and this is exactly the story we are going to look at in a short while from now. So we are going to move to the next name. 643 is Om Veeraya Namaha, one who is courageous, the hero, since the heroism in him is the very form of himself. Yeah, heroism, courage. Where is this coming from? We have looked at different interpretation. By now we know the deeper meaning and not just the literal meanings, isn't it? So where is it coming from? The knowledge and wisdom, the understanding. Yeah, the more deeper the understanding, the source of strength and courage comes from there. It emanates from there. 644 is Om Shauraye Namaha. Om Shauraye Namaha refers to the brilliant one who was born in the clan of Shura or Krishna. Is also another interpretation. Brilliance, courageousness, all these qualities again coming from wisdom, knowledge. 645 is Om Surajaneshwaraya Namaha. Refers to the warrior, the lord of creatures. Yeah, the law, the warrior spirit within him. Yes. Or another interpretation is one who, by his overwhelming powers, controls even the great powers such as Indra or other divine deities. So, control is also another quality. Heroism, courage. We are looking at brilliance. All these emanating from wisdom. Still, we are still with wisdom, the deeper understanding. Moving on to the 646th name, Om Trilokatmane Namaha, refers to the soul of the three worlds. We have discussed the three worlds in the previous vlogs, I think. So we're going to move on. Another interpretation of this name is one who is in the capacity of as the inner pervade in the soul for the three worlds. So he has the capacity to pervade in the souls of all three worlds. Yeah. And now 647th name is Om Trilokeshaya Namaha, refers to one under whose guidance and command everything in the three worlds are functioning. So we talked about the souls in all three worlds and having him being within the soul of all three worlds, and at the same time he is the one who's functioning, making anything and everything moving functional within all three worlds. 648 is Om Keshavaya Namaha. Kesha refers to the rays of light spreading within the orbit of the sun. Okay, I think in one of the names, I cannot remember which vlog it was, we had looked at how he could be the energy giver to all the stars, the sun, moon, and all the celestial elements that we could see. So he is the one being the ray of light for anything within the sun or the orbit of the sun as well. 649 is Om Keshigne Namaha, refers to one who destroyed the Asura by name Keshi. So that's another storyline also here, but we will focus on one because the stories are very similar in that aspect as well. 650th name is Om Haraye Namaha, refers to one who destroys samsara. So who's the real enemy here is that the samsara, that is the entanglement, the cycle of birth and death and birth and death, and along with it, what is happening? Birth is not wrong, death is not wrong. What is happening in between? Ignorance. Yeah, the veil that is the cause of everything. So he is the one who destroys the veil. Samsara. With that, we come to the end of the names and the meanings, but we are now ready to go on and understand who Kālanemi is. I think it's a typical Asura story. But let's see what we can learn from it today. This is a very fascinating stories from the Puranas, because Kālanemi is a typical character, and I think you will see another imprint or many imprints of Kalanemi even in today's life, because it's a story of somebody who's a symbol of intelligence misused, power getting corrupted. I think you can connect already with the story, yeah, even before we get started. So he is a personality that is full of wise intelligence, intellect. He's strategic and he's also eloquent, yeah, a learned being. So when he talks, people listen. There is this, attraction in him. So he is completely aware of the scriptures, mantras, or any subtle workings of Dharma. He knows all the pathways, good and bad. So he is choosing something. What is he choosing? He is using that knowledge, yeah, instead of using it for welfare, creation, for some good that he chose to serve adharma, which is the forces of ego, greed, and deceit. Yeah. So he is also somebody who is present in this process of Samudra Manthan we talked about in vlog number 30. The churning of the milk ocean, as it is called. It's also, the cosmic dissolution process, where you see that Devas and Asuras have to work together. So the good and the bad figure out, make a deal and strategic alliance and work together. We touched upon in block 30. So I'm not going to go into that, but he has also played a key role there, of course taking the part of Asuras, the evil ones. So he has been in that alliance as well. So he is aware of what all comes out of this cosmic dissolution and recreation. So he knows everything, but instead of the positivity that he could have possibly brought, he chose the negative scenarios. He wanted to create cosmic imbalance like many other asuras did, and Vishnu attacked him to suppress the pride and illusion in his mind. So in that moment, Vishnu takes this Sudarshana Chakra. We have touched upon Sudarshana Chakra in vlog number 43. It's a pure, it's a weapon of pure awareness. It can cut through the darkness of our ego, and the intellect, the quality of intellect can be restored through the Sudarshana Chakra, and that's how Kālanemi falls. But history repeats itself. You can see him coming up again. He returns. So the belief is that he is reborn as Ravana in the Ramayana. And he again does the same thing. Ravana is also, I'm so fascinated by the story of Ramayana, and Ravana is obviously the antagonist in the story. At a higher level, yes, that's the way you summarize. But if you look at the deep understanding of how he ended up having the powers, he has done so much of austerities and prayers and whatnot to Lord Shiva that Lord Shiva was totally impressed with him. So and again, if we look at the story that we have covered before, Narasimha Avatar, Hiranyakashipu also had prayed to Brahmaji to have the kind of powers that he could possess. So somebody offered them the powers. They didn't just offer, off the fly. They offered because these negative personalities deserved it. So they worked their own way to gaining their powers. But how did they use them is the storyline, and that's exactly where the self-interest, manipulation, working for self instead of looking at the greater good. This is the thought process that attracted them towards the negative side, isn't it? And you see that commonality even in today's world, in our modern world, be it politics or business, social media, academia, any industry or stream we can think of, we can see these Kālanemis appearing again and again. Leaders with sharp intellects, teachers with immense knowledge, influencers with massive followings. But what are they using it for is a good question. What are they intending to use their wisdom for? Is it to serve their own self-interest, or is it for the greater good? So when they speak beautifully, quote philosophies, and claim to act for the people, yet behind the mask there is the greed, the division, the control. So they are like Kālanemi. So these stories, why is this repeating itself? Why are we repeating the stories again and again? Because it is repeating itself in real life also. So our task as seekers, what can we do? Is to stay aware. We can only stay aware to recognize the Kālanemi within, sometimes it's also within us, isn't it? So within and around us, and to align our strength, intellect and influence with compassion and righteousness. Coming back to the dharmic principles, yes. So the real battle of this Samudra Manthan doesn't seem to end at all. And I hope with awareness we can triumph this illusion. So that's the point that I wanted to share with you. With that, I bring this session to an end. I hope you found this interesting. Please do share your thoughts on the good over bad or any similar storylines, and what is the reality you see, and where do you think in this Kali Yuga, in this time and space, how do you think we can be smarter in understanding these delusions and illusions and regain our awareness, increase our awareness? What is your thought on that? I leave you with this question. Please do share your thoughts on the comments. Until we meet next time, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy and stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.